Retrocode TV.
Hey guys, Josh here with Retrocode TV, and Halloween is right around the corner, at least at the time that I'm filming this video, and I wanted to talk about a movie that I actually watched recently and really enjoyed. That movie is called Sweet Home. So Sweet Home was a Japanese horror film that came out in 1989. Just to give you a quick rundown on the plot of Sweet Home, it tells the story of a film crew that enters a haunted mansion to document and restore a series of frescoes. So these are supposed to be like super valuable frescoes, and they're just trying to go in and document them and see if they're still there, things like that. But the deeper they go into the mansion, they start to realize that it's inhabited by a vengeful spirit. I'm probably going to butcher this name, but the evil spirit is a lady named Mamiya. At least I think that's what it is. Now, I don't want to give away too much, but just know that a film crew is wanting to document these arts and things like that from this artist named Mamiya, and they have to deal with this evil spirit during this whole process. Now, just looking at this movie and the cover and just the time frame that this movie came out, I wasn't really expecting too much, but this movie makes great use of atmospheric tension. The creepy settings and the jump scares just really created a good sense of fear and vulnerability. And this movie was actually the, I guess, inspiration for an entire survival horror genre that everybody knows. Resident Evil was actually inspired by this movie. As I mentioned earlier, this movie did come out in 1989, and the same year it had a game called Sweet Home come out on the Famicom. The game was made by Capcom, and it was a turn-based RPG that followed the movie pretty closely. Some of the cool things about it, though, is you had 5 characters, and each character had unique skills and items that they could carry, and it kind of has a permadeath system, so when that character dies, that's it. And depending on what characters die and what characters survive, there's different endings. I believe there's 5 total. But each character, like I mentioned, has special abilities and the ability to carry certain items. So when they die, you can pick up their items, but it takes up a spot in your inventory, and it just makes the game very difficult. So keeping your characters alive is very important. But I can't state enough how good the music is in this game. Just the atmosphere it creates, the haunted mansion with the lightning and the rain, and everything about this game is just so good. It's a shame that we didn't get a release in the US, but I actually have a copy of a reproduction game that works just fine, and it's a joy to play. I definitely recommend giving this one a try. But Sweet Home, I can definitely see how it was the inspiration for Resident Evil. In fact, Resident Evil was actually supposed to be a remake of Sweet Home, but they had issues getting the license to the movie. So instead, they just kind of made their own game, and they took elements from the movie and the Sweet Home game to make their own game and unique experience. And of course, we all know how major and how huge Resident Evil is and how big it's become. Multiple games and movies and even other survival horror games that take inspiration from Resident Evil. We can kind of all owe that to Sweet Home. Like I mentioned before, Sweet Home actually surprised me. If you look at it, it looks like it's kind of low budget. It looks cheesy, and the quality of the cameras and all that looks pretty low. But when you watch it, it definitely stands out, and I don't know what it is, but I can see why this is a classic in Japan. And it's a video and movie that I think everybody needs to really watch if you're a survival horror fan or a horror fan in general. So let me know, have you seen Sweet Home? What's your thoughts on it? Did you enjoy it? Also, what's your favorite Resident Evil game? Do you have one? What's another survival horror game or genre that you really enjoy? Let me know in the comment section below. Thank you for watching, and happy Halloween. Hope to see you on the next one. See ya.